toes? You like my toe? We're gonna get a lot of subscribers. Let's go be Karens.
No. I can't let you in there.
Why?
Because you're gonna go hard, and I'm the good cop. You're the bad cop.
I'll just stand behind you. But I wanna go. I wanna go.
All right.
Come on, Lee. Let's go.
Let's go. Leftover killers, baby.
Today's our 5 months.
Spaghetti, chicken parm. Anything else, my love? Spaghetti, chicken parm. Anything else, my love?
What is up, baby?
What are you doing back there?
Why is there this in your pocket?
What is that?
It's a hair.
What a dog hair.
It looks like a dog hair. I'm gonna put it under a microscope.
Is that too much spaghetti?
That's good, baby. That's all. We got him some clothes. We didn't go to all the stores we wanted to because...
I hate lines.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like, what
hate
is he talking
lines.
about? What are we doing now? We're getting sushi.
Getting some sushi takeout. Gonna go home, eat, record a little video, and then just chill out. Let's watch a movie.
Let's do it. I love watching
I'm
movies
excited.
with
Let
you.
me just read a little bit. And
Yeah, every day he still has to do homework, but this morning he sent me away with his sisters to go get my nails done, and then he got a bunch of homework done.
my hairline and my sides is effed up though.
It's okay, baby. I love you.
I love you so much.
You love me without my makeup?
Show them.
Oh, I got my nails done. They're glittery.
Show them the toes.
Want me to show off my feet? That's only for you, baby.
I'm just kidding.
Ew, they look all nasty. I'm all like, here are my toes. You like my toes?
Oh,
Is that white nail? Oh, the white nail
Damn, we
polish.
throw up some gang signs with your toes.
We're gonna get a lot of subscribers.
My neck looked hella weird for a second there.
I love your
Real.
neck. I love your neck. This is my favorite part of his neck. Show them. This is my favorite neck side.
Yeah.
Do you have your favorite side of the neck for me?
I don't have a favorite side.
When I first met him, his toenail was purple, and it fell off.
It's weird how it happened because I was just playing basketball with tight shoes on. I just remember my toe hurting a little bit, and then getting home and it being kind of bruised, and then it just not growing,
And then he had
it
a
just
cast on
dead.
his foot.
Yeah, I had a
'Cause
cast.
he
I
ripped
was
his-
just fucked up, man.
I took him to the beach, and we had to put a pillowcase on his cast because we didn't want any sand getting into it.
Yeah, just what a vibe kill having a cast, you
I
know?
thought it was cute. Damn, Daddy. Damn, Daddy. Babe,
we gotta go inside anyway.
we're eating sushi right now, and he already started because he just likes to eat food. Oh, where's my lemon, baby?
In the bag.
I need a little thing to put my soy sauce in. I love sushi. It's one of my favorite foods. We wanted to make a video talking about the day that we met, how we met, and pretty much how it's going so far.
We met on August 17th, 2020. And,
Well, we technically met before then.
well, the day that we started actually talking, and I think I worked that day. And we had a barbecue at my friend's house. And he has a pool. He has a really nice backyard. And I walked in with some laundry to do because the laundry machine that I had was broken. And I see her kind of chilling by the pool. And I was like, whoa, who's that? I was obviously intrigued off of her looks. I mean, you guys could see her, you know. But then we started talking a little bit. And our conversations were really good. And they were really deep. And when, you know, if you just looking at her, how beautiful she is and the mind she has is just something that I've always dreamed of, honestly. And she's like the girl of my dreams. So after that day, I had to find her on Instagram. That's how we do it these days, right? There we go. And then we just started texting and talking, and a week later I asked her for her deal breakers, and she gave them to me, and ever since then we've pretty much, been really serious. And 5 months later, we just had our 5-month anniversary. We are as more in love than we've ever been, and we have learned to communicate with each other better, each other's tendencies, how to love and support one another. And I just couldn't be happier that that day has turned into this. All right, we're gonna turn one of these into just the dipper. What you need, babe?
No, okay. Thank you, baby. That day that I met my boyfriend, I was invited to go to a friend's get together. I don't really like going out and being around people, especially during the pandemic and stuff, but I wanted to go, so I went because my good friend invited me. And I was there, and I planned to only be there for a short while so I can head home. It was going to be a 3.5-hour drive back home, and I had to work the next day. And then he walked in, and he had long hair. He just looked really cute to me, and I remember looking at him like and I sat down next to the food the whole time, and I was gonna get ready to get going, and I wanted to say bye to everybody. Why am I stuttering? And then he kind of came by me, and we ended up talking about super deep things. We talked about God, we talked about life after death, and we talked about my experience with God and being a believer and things like that. It was awesome. Our conversation was so great. I actually went home and I started telling my family members about it, and I talked about him and stuff, and I wanted to find him on social media. I drove home, and I went to bed and stuff. I went to work the next day, and I didn't get the chance to look for him, but I looked on my Instagram and he messaged me. And I was very happy, honestly. And one thing, I don't like texting, so we were just texting back and forth, and our conversation kind of ended, but I wanted to keep it going, and so I told him like, hey, call me, because I don't like texting.
And that moment my heart kind of dropped. I was like, oh shoot, I'm gonna be on. It's different,
We would stay on the phone for like 5 hours. We would be on the phone all night, and he has to work at 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
So bad, but I loved it. I didn't
it's
want
like
to get off the phone.
at that point of the relationship, talking to you is like a drug in a way. You're just so fixated on it. And I just remember being...
What I loved about it was our deep conversations.
Me too, because it sounds kind of superficial, but for a beautiful girl like yourself, it's like either or. Is it the beauty or is it the brains? I've actually thought about that in my life before. It's like, who am I gonna end up with? Is it gonna be somebody beautiful that I can't talk to? Is it gonna be somebody that I can talk to but that I'm not so attracted to? And then you kind of see the world of Instagram and everything, and everybody's not what they seem to be. And with you, I'm glad that we didn't go that route directly. We were able to
meet each other
in person.
Yeah, because honestly, if I would have seen your Instagram before meeting you,
I'm not cute enough.
I wouldn't. No, not even that. Not even that. The fact that you had photos of you drinking or things like that, I would have just said, oh heck no, and then not talked to you at all.
Well, see, let's get into that then.
Okay.
So, what do you kind of think about that, and what do you kind of mean by that?
I've always just kind of vowed to stay away from it for myself, so I've never smoked or drank anything, alcohol. I've taken a lot of fake shots though. For the most part, that was a huge deal breaker for me. I didn't want anybody that smoked or drank, and I thought it was impossible to find somebody like that. I honestly thought at this point in my life, there's not anybody that I know that's my age that doesn't smoke or drink and that can say, oh, I never have, or that I don't at all. All of my friends do, which is fine, you know. I don't care. I hang out with my friends all the time, and they smoke and drink, and they don't. It doesn't bother me. You were drinking when I met you. He was drinking a seltzer.
Yeah, so
I thought it was soda, honestly.
So yeah, as I said, she had her deal breakers, and we went over those a week after. I think people around us were kind of, you know, thinking that we were moving too fast because we met each other at a certain day, already talking like really seriously.
Calling each other babe and stuff.
A week and a half, you know, later. I mean, but then it's just you can't fake that.
I couldn't help it.
Yeah, me either. But for the deal breakers, you know, I was drinking and smoking, and you know what? If that's your thing, do your thing. You know, do your thing. But for me personally, I had already had the feeling that I wasn't at my best. I would work really early in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, get off at 2, and routinely 12-pack, not every single day, but every other day. And then just, I mean, I would be on these wax pens pretty much right when I woke up, all day long until I was off, and then it would be beer and then wax and then go to sleep and then, you know, da-da-da-da. And I did that for a couple months straight, you know, getting off work and relaxing and drinking beer and stuff. That was just like a habit of mine, right? So then when we had our conversation about deal breakers, it didn't go well for me. We ended that phone call not good, and we were really sad because I was thinking how this person is trying to change me, blah 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 blah. I slept on it, and I woke up the next day, and I reached out to my family, and I said, hey, listen, I feel this type of way about this girl. This is what she's proposed for me. What do you guys think? And reaching out to my sisters and my cousin, and
shout out to your sisters. I love your whole family.
Yeah, I love her family too. But getting their advice, because I already knew, I already had a feeling of myself. She's right because of the reasons that she stated, the alcoholism in her family, what she's been through personally with people that have been close to her that have drank and smoked, and you know, 5 months later, haven't had a drop of liquor, haven't had a puff of anything. And my life is going the best it ever has. I have 2 jobs. I'm going to school full time. That didn't change overnight. I was already working and going to school. But mentally, clarity, and for the reasons of you just don't want your kids around it. I now see that more than I did when I was back then, and had a clouded idea of it all. But yeah, so the different worlds thing, that we kind of are what? We're different in ways, but we're very similar in ways too.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that we have learned and grown so much with being together.
I was really like emotionally messed up. I didn't believe in like actual relationships anymore at this point. I didn't think it was possible to be happy with somebody or be with somebody who was faithful. I thought I wasn't going to be able to be in a relationship because of how I was and how overprotective I was and how territorial I was. And I told him this right away. I was like, look, listen, this is what's happened to me. I don't trust people. And he, instead of being scared away like any other person, or I've had people tell me, okay, well, suck it up. You're an adult, like pretty much get over it. You know, you can't tell me what to do, or you can't control me. Thank you, baby. Instead of that, he was just like, okay, well, we can work at it. And he's helped me so much, and I've gotten little by little. You know, in the beginning, it was hard for me. Remember, in the beginning, it was so hard for me.
I see it, and you know, that's one thing for myself is, I mean, she's helped me so much grow and learn things about myself that I had covered up for a long time too. I see the progress so much now, and at the time, and one thing that I made a mistake on is we would talk about something in the beginning, and a month and a half or whatever later, I'm expecting change already. So I would be telling her, hey, we've already talked about this, we need to get better, and I would kind of expect that progression to happen, so I would not be as understanding, or I would not be, you know, as supportive, when in reality you need to always be there for your significant other.
It takes a long time.
Yeah, but then now we're 5 months in, and we have certain conversations that in the past would be, not going the way that they're going now. We're able to get through them and get past them quickly and understand that you're always going to have these thoughts that you can't necessarily give into as much effort and as much time as you do, and this is the most important thing.
Yeah.
So.
I was very paranoid. I'm very emotional. Apparently cancers are really emotional. I don't understand like the astrology.
I read her thing and I said that sounds like her.
I am very emotional. I brought him around, and I've had in the past, not to bring up my past, but I've had in the past where I bring somebody to meet my mom, and my mom pulls me aside while the person is there and tells me, I don't like this person for you. I'm going to pray against them, and you're going to see this person is not the one for you. She's done that before twice. And so I brought him over, and my mom was so happy for me, and she still is. I took him to my old job, the owner of a restaurant. He's a very good close friend of mine. He's also a mentor of mine. I took him to go meet my old boss, and my old boss was in tears. Like, he was so happy for me. I know this is like weird to say because people who are not as emotional as us, as me and my mentor, they won't understand, but he was just super happy for me because he's seen me go through stuff, and he knows about my childhood and my dad and stuff, and he was there when I, the last time I was went through some stuff with my last relationship, and he was so happy for me. And all of my coworkers, my old coworkers, were just pretty much super happy for me, texting me that they loved my boyfriend. He's just somebody that I want to brag about and show off, and he's just so wonderful to me, and everybody that meets him in person sees that what an amazing person he is, and you've helped me so much.
For me, the most important people that I want her to be around is my family and my sisters.
They're awesome.
Yeah, so no, it's okay. I'm kind of full now. As I was talking all that crap about how sushi doesn't fill me up, I barely finished these.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Go ahead. Oh, no worries. In ways that she's helped me grow is just my patience, my understanding. I had a problem in the past with just thinking my way was the best way to do things and not being flexible with others. Having her as a girlfriend has definitely made me more patient and more understanding. Look at that big old roll in your mouth. Yeah, you put the whole thing in your mouth, huh? Jeez, girl, here. Goodness. She's helped me a ton, and just learning how to be a real boyfriend. I don't think I've ever really been a boyfriend. Really. I was never a good boyfriend. It was literally always my way, or I was mad or anything like that. And learning how to check my own self,
Our pride.
Yeah, and we're still always working on it, of course. As much as she wants to say that I've helped her and I've done all these things for her, I think the same thing for myself. She's given me the direction that I need. Just having that connection that we have, that we're gonna turn into a marriage one day, has led me to be more of a man and be more focused on what I want and what I need to do in my career and my life. And I have more direction, and I feel better about that in general, and being sober, and then just seeing life in a different way, of being a father one day, what I want my kids to look up to me as, and what I want your family to think of me, what I want you to think of me at the core of yourself, and not be like, oh yeah, he's
No, huh?
No, it's too dark. I want you to be happy. Like, we could do all this stuff and have your mom and my family be so happy for us, but as long as you know how I am to you, and that's the most important thing, I think.
Because we both pop off really easy, and we both have anger issues, and we're both pretty prideful when it comes to saying I'm sorry first. But
she don't say sorry.
No, I don't. And it's not because I just don't believe in sorries. I don't.
You'll say sorry when you know you really.
I know, but I just don't believe in them. I feel like people shouldn't say sorry unless they're just like change. Don't say sorry. Just change and don't do it again. We both have had like arguments about the dumbest things. I mean,
But then the argument turns into your pride versus my pride.
Yeah,
you know?
and who can crack first? But we've
Yeah.
learned we have a safe word. What's our safe word, baby?
Abuelita Porfi, which is her great grandma.
My great grandma. The first time she met him, we asked her to bless him, and she blessed him. She's the rock of the family, and she prays over everybody, and she's a huge prayer warrior. And her name.
Yeah, and then I think that was the first time we went down there to her family. I think when we were leaving her old boss's restaurant in her hometown after I've already met everybody, and that's when we were kind of driving and said, you know what, remember that drive?
Yeah.
When we're on the, and we're saying, you know what, whenever we get in a fight or whatever, let's remember this moment right here, because this feels like we're as close to marriage as you know.
And we're both.
But now this whole week is just, you know, I mean, my heart is with you, and you know, nothing's ever gonna change that. You know, what do you love most about me?
How understanding you are. But one thing I do love is that everybody keeps telling me that you've changed a lot since I've come into your life. And I'm not saying I changed you, but you yourself have changed. You became sober. You started, not that you weren't working hard before, but you've just like, you have these goals in mind that you didn't have before.
Yeah.
And you're going after things and going after your masters and the financial goals that we have and stuff. And my hands are so cold.
Yeah.
But just you've become more caring, they said. And then today he sent me with his sisters to go get my nails done and my toes done. While we were out, he sent us money so we can all get coffee and hang out with each other, because he really cares about our relationship with his sisters and I. And I do too, of course. But they said you've changed and that you were never like this with anybody else.
Yeah.
I was definitely never like this with anybody else. I was very paranoid and feisty and protective of myself, but also very stupid and codependent.
Thank you, babe. And I have, you know. But what I love most about you, I think it is that passion and that feistiness that you have, because you bring that to how much you love me, and I've never felt the love that you give me ever in my whole entire life. And that really is like this, giving me the strength that I have to do the things that I want to do. So it's like a you scratch my back, I scratch your back kind of thing. You give me the strength that I need to go out and work all these crazy hours and go to school so I can do this and and provide for you and set ourselves up. And that in turn makes you love me even more, and then makes you do things for me that I've never done, which makes me do things that, you know what I'm saying? We're just in a really good spot, and I am just so happy with it all, and I just can't wait for many more months to come and many more years. And man, I can't wait till honestly we have a kid and we're able to just put all this love into a person and then love them more than we love
ourselves and each other.
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff,
weird, but to have the mother of your children is a different love as well. So when it becomes you're my wife and the mother of my children, that's something else that's just eternal for me. But I feel like I'm already almost there when it comes to the way I feel about you being my wife and the mother of my children. I just can't imagine my life with anybody else, you know?
I know, same here. I feel like people look at us from the outside and they're probably thinking, oh my God, they're already talking about marriage. You know, I know people that have been dating for 11, 12 years and still don't even know if they want to be married, and that's fine.
But marriage isn't for everybody.
Yeah.
And then I just want to see that ring on your finger. I want to see that ring on my finger. I want to say that you're my wife. I want to be in the same house as you every single day.
But also, I think I don't know but my hair isn't here. It better be my hair. No, I'm just kidding. One thing when we started talking and we started dating, right away we kind of went from, all right, we're dating now, or we're talking now. Now we have to start planning. And we both made change. You mostly made changes, but
no, don't minimize yours, because you can't lie. In the beginning of our relationship, a lot of our conversations and maybe issues were stemming from some of the baggage that you've had from previous relationships. So you've made a lot of changes.
It's true, but mostly emotional changes.
but that's change, you know.
Yeah.
And if it's something that,
But we both had that one goal of we're gonna be together, we're gonna get married. Even though we were so early in our relationship, we just both believe it, we feel it, we know it,
Yeah.
and this is it. This
but
is
then
us.
but then even when we meet people, they see it too. So there has to be something there. I think the reason for this channel and these videos, at least for now, to introduce ourselves to our audience, is just to show you guys our life, recording it for ourselves, recording it for our future and for our kids. And you know what, this is kind of a serious video of how we met and the love that we have for each other, but we have a really good time too, hanging out.
Fun,
yeah, we're seriously, she's my best friend. So more videos that we have will be kind of goofy and
We're gonna finish our sushi. Actually, we might put it away because he bought a lot of food.
Yeah.
He got 2 sushi rolls and teriyaki bowl, and I just got 2 sushi rolls.
Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's crazy. Give me a kiss. I love
Another
you.
one. Another one. I love you.
Love you too.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I don't think I connected the button. I'm not filming.
Are you?
I kind of liked it with the lighting, with the light off, because I look way better, babe.
You look good no matter what, baby girl. I just dropped my roll. Oh my god. You gotta have a dance off. You gotta have a dance off. I'll whoop you.
Can I have it?
Yeah. And honestly, when we get to better videos, we can get a better camera and a whole better shit. Just about baby steps, you know?
We have a baby?
That's a steep step. Huh? Another one. Wait till you climb it. I know you're gonna
That
like
is
that.
a steep step. Oh my god. Se va a caer. Oh my god, she did it.
Okay.
Come here, Nayana.
Hey. Hey. Look, let's check this out. Are you ready? Just
I got
bro.
you.
You got it on video?
Yeah.